Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Did the Raiders miss a big opportunity at the NFL trade deadline? In the days leading up to Tuesday's NFL trade deadline, the Las Vegas Raiders were constantly featured in trade rumors and speculations. Fans and analysts alike were curious about what moves, if any, the Raiders would make to shake up their roster. The team's major move ended up being the trade of star wide receiver Davante Adams to the New York Jets, reuniting him with quarterback Aaron Rodgers. However, many wondered if that would be the Raiders' only transaction, as more names were floated around in the trade market. One notable rumor involved defensive end Maxx Crosby, though there was never any real chance the Raiders would part ways with him. Crosby, an elite talent and cornerstone of their defense, was essentially off-limits, despite the swirling trade talk. Another potential trade asset was wide receiver Jakobi Meyers, a solid playmaker who has been valuable to the Raiders' offense. Meyers' name popped up frequently in trade discussions, and for good reason. Many teams in need of a reliable wide receiver could have benefited from his skills. Yet to the surprise of some, including ESPN insider Dan Graziano, the Raiders opted to keep Meyers in Las Vegas. In a recent column with Jeremy Fowler, Graziano expressed his surprise, noting that Meyers' move could have been beneficial for both the player and a potential playoff contending team. So should the Raiders have traded Jakobi Meyers? On one hand, Meyers would have been a prime target for teams looking to strengthen their wide receiver depth, especially for those aiming for a deep postseason run. His consistent production and ability to play as a strong WR2 could have been a game-changer, but from the Raiders' perspective, there were valid reasons to hold on to him. At only 27 years old, and with another year on his contract, Meyers represents a reliable piece in an offense that is still evolving, particularly at the quarterback position. Meyers has often been an underrated talent throughout his career. Now, as the Raiders' de facto #1 wide receiver, he has a chance to solidify his role until the team finds another top-tier wideout to pair with him. Plus, the compensation for trading Meyers might not have been as high as expected. Given recent trends in wide receiver trades, it's likely the Raiders would have only received a mid-round pick, maybe a fourth-rounder at best. For a productive and savvy veteran like Meyers, that kind of return may not have justified parting ways with him. Looking ahead, perhaps the Raiders will address their quarterback needs in the 2025 offseason and add another top-tier wide receiver to their roster. Keeping Meyers in the meantime could provide stability and a foundation for building a more competitive offense in the future.